Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Tuesday, 30th of July. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got, this market just kind of swinging back and forth, S&P. Again, I'm going to have a class next Wednesday on options earnings plays. So go ahead and sign up. I'm going to limit it to like we did. We actually sold out the last one. So if you are interested, hit the link below. It's going to be next Wednesday at 11 during market hours. So go ahead and hit that. Let's go ahead and get right into the charts. We have Microsoft earnings due out as I'm doing this right after the close here. S&P pretty much just, I keep talking about the algorithms running this thing. They ran it down this morning, looking at the S&P. They ran it down this morning, lo and behold, right to the, these lows from last week. And then they, obviously ran it right back up again. So resistance at 555.33. It's about 100-point range. Obviously, if you're a range trader, this is not bad. We'll see if we actually are going to break out of this with Microsoft today. And you've got AMD. We've got the Fed meeting tomorrow, Apple earnings, Meta, Amazon, still all kind of stuff. And then Friday, we still have the non-farm payroll. So this is probably going to break out of this range sometime between now and Friday. Also, the NASDAQ not as clean, obviously, but this has been under pressure. It is finally coming into some levels here, maybe down to maybe 18. 17,775 or something like that. And then the Russell also kind of just meandering about here, nothing going on with the Russell. Similar with the Dow, looks like the Dow is going to make a new high. Interesting, again, Bitcoin after this weekend's kind of conference and whatever, and the whole rah about it's pulled back. Still can't make a new high. Eventually it probably will. Maybe it comes down and fills this gap. We'll have to see what happens there. Interest rates dead. That's going to change probably tomorrow after the Fed. Similar with the dollar, nothing going on. The yen will probably move tonight. We've got Bank of Japan making an announcement tonight on their rate policy. If they raise, I think that could really send the yen moving a lot higher, but we'll see. It's going to be very volatile. Elsewhere, really, nat gas still holding two. Oil kind of hanging around 75 a barrel. All this by the way, oil stocks, energy shares, which we're involved with, are just particularly, I mentioned we're in this stock here. This thing has just gone crazy. Looks like it wants to break out and go back up to maybe 170 or even higher. So, energy shares were the big outperformer today. Maybe it's the anti-tech stock. Maybe again, what's happening with energy shares. It's interesting. And everything else, obviously Amazon and NVIDIA have been getting hit lately. That's, again, I always go back to NVIDIA as really your market leadership in terms of the S&P. You can track this. There's a very high correlation between NVIDIA and the S&P. So, that's getting hit. Maybe, I'm not seeing, maybe Microsoft just came out. Yeah, so Microsoft is getting hit pretty bad. So apparently things are going to get hit again. That's probably what's hitting the S&P after hours. So it looks like Microsoft has missed very badly. So that's going to probably, let's see if I'm doing this as this is happening. So interesting. Let's see if that actually is hitting the S&P. Yep. More so than NASDAQ, clearly. So the NASDAQ's really getting hit. Should take the S&P down as well. Yep. So it looks like the S&P is going to probably get hit. Interesting. They just released. Looks like they're going to break the S&P. So looks like an interesting, we're already set for some puts on the S&P, by the way, too, in the SPY. So here at TTS. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. All right, everybody, again, sign up for the class, sign up for the newsletter, give me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you on Friday. Take care.